those amino acids that you can be able to have in our environment in terms of if someone talks about essential and non-essential amino acids. So you can have what you call glutamine, glutamic acid. We have talked about aspartic acid. You have talked about serine. You have talked about tyrosine. Of course, you can be able to add tyrosine. You can be able to add proline. So there's so many. And I've said the other ones are actually isoleucine, leucine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, threonine, valine, tryptophan. There are so many. So I think this can just give us a very good summary of those amino acids in terms of the difference between those two major categories of amino acids. And of course, if I mention this, I'm going to have this as a very simple structure of an amino acid. And this part of this amino acid is called the amine or the amino group, or the amine or the amino group. So the amine or the amino group. You can be able to have this, see, this is called the alpha carbon. Of course, alpha means the beginning. So from this other end, the beginning, the starting point of that carbon atom attached to the amine or the amino group is called the alpha carbon. And you can be able to have a hydrogen here. This can also be able to get referred to as the alpha hydrogen. I think you know this. For those that know, I think you understand what I'm trying to say by the alpha hydrogen. The hydrogen attached on that carbon that begins our chain that gets attached onto that amine or the amino group. Then you can be able to have another C that can be able to actually give us this aspect. And of course, this C can have R. This is called the R chain, the longest carbon chain. It is also called the variant or the variance. In terms of that arrangement of the carbon atoms, it can be able to actually get referred to as a very long chain of carbon atoms getting attached on this alpha carbon. So the R chain, the side chain, the variant, you see, the longest carbon chain. Then this C can get attached onto a double aspect of the arrangement in terms of those two parts. So this is what you call the carboxyl part or the carboxylate part, that has a carbon atom getting bonded with an oxygen atom by the aid of what you call two covalent bonds, and the same carbon getting attached onto the OH, which is called the ol part in the alkanols. So that this OH can also get attached to this carbon atom to form what you call the carboxylate or the carboxyl part. Very good. So the amino, the amine group, the alpha carbon starting in that chain, and it actually gets attached onto this amino, the amine group. And you have what you call the longest chain of the carbon atoms, the R chain, the side chain, and of course the variant. We have this hydrogen called the alpha hydrogen getting attached onto that alpha carbon, and this carboxylate or the carboxyl part that has a double bond when the bonding occurs between it and oxygen, and a single bond when bonding occurs between that carbon atom and the OH part. So thank you so much, and let's meet in our next lesson.